she said, I was presented with clear, irrefutable evidence that he was plotting in secret to defect in a way designed to be as damaging as possible to his shadow cabinet colleagues and the wider Conservative Party. Mr Farage, can I ask you, were you planning to unveil him as a new star sign-in to Reform this afternoon in London? Because you were due in London later today. And is he welcome to join Reform now if the Tories don't want him?
Well, it sounds to me like she's panicked. Because, as you know, I am doing a press conference in London this afternoon at about 4:30. Obviously, we had the Nadeem Zahawi defection just the other day. We had the offered defection a few weeks before that. There's been quite a long list of former Conservative MPs that have been joining us. There have been others that have tried to join that we've said, no, we don't think it'll work. So she's aware that there is that move. And so I suspect she's panicked. I suspect she's added up 2 and 2 and made 5. I can confirm, hand on heart, honestly, look you in the eye, I was not going to be unveiling Robert Jenrick at 4:30 this afternoon. As I said to your BBC colleague a moment ago, is he one of many that I've talked to about what the future might look like? Absolutely. But, well, have I signed a deal with him? No.
OK, you're in talks, but Mr Farage, may I ask you, I mean, he's just been suspended from the Conservative Party for plotting to defect. I assume he's plotting to defect to Reform.
Well, he could be the Lib Dems, I don't know, you know.
Do you think he's a Lib Dem?
No.
Can you confirm you've been in talks with him?
No, I confirmed that already a couple of times. I've been
suspended from the Conservative Party for plotting to defect. I assume he's plotting to defect to Reform.
Well, he could be the Lib Dems, I don't know, you know.
Do you think he's a Lib Dem?
No.
Can you confirm you've been in talks with him?
No, I confirmed that already a couple of times.
Would you welcome
I have been talking to lots of people. Do you know what? We will welcome anyone that comes to us from whatever party who is going to add to what we do. It doesn't just see us as perhaps a life raft to save a parliamentary career, but people who want to add to what we have to do, who share our values, who share our beliefs, but equally, you have to be honest about the sheer level of failures of 14 years of broken manifesto commitments. So do you know what? I'll give him a ring this afternoon.
I mean...
I'll give him a ring this afternoon.
He ran for leadership.
I might even buy him a pint, you never know.
He was in the shadow cabinet. He was in the shadow cabinet.
Yes.
He'd be a big signing for you, wouldn't he?
I mean, he was part of that Tory failure, but the one big tick against his name is that he did resign as immigration minister because of the failures of the government. So that would be a big tick in his direction.
My question is, why did our country, for months and months and months, and it's only now, when he's on the verge of defecting to Reform, that Badenoch gets round to sacking him. So that's weakness on her part. There's a bigger story here, because we're seeing a flood of Tory politicians, ex-politicians, politicians, going across to Reform because they know that the Tory party is a sinking ship. Equally, from Reform's point of view, you've got Nigel Farage, who is welcoming these failed politicians into his ranks and building his party as a party of the politicians, Tory politicians, who let the country down so badly.
Yes.
Okay. Clear and decisive. I'm stunned, actually, that a politician has answered so directly a question. It never happens. Okay.